sticking with us. It's On Your Side tonight at 7:30. I'm Jamie Bowl.
And I'm Kim Anderson. We hope you got a chance to get outside this weekend. It's that time of year when temps are down and the humidity is gone. It's just the perfect time for a walk or eating outside.
Yeah, good food, good conversation with birds or the normal just hum of the city as the background track. Hard to beat, right? But it's a pretty good bet that serenity has been shattered from time to time. Your conversation interrupted by what sounds like the green flag dropping at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You expect it and want it at the racetrack, but most don't want to listen to unmuffled motors and backfiring tailpipes while walking, eating, or sleeping. So it had us wondering the same question you probably have. What is the law on this sort of thing? Lunchtime in October in the Carolinas.
It's a gorgeous day.
It has a lot of people looking for a table outside.
We are just connecting, catching up with my girlfriend.
People like Tina Angers and Katie Wright.
Well, in Matthews, in particular, it's pretty idyllic and it's pretty wonderful unless somebody comes by revving their engine and just completely interrupting the mood and the moment.
You know the sound.
10 out of 10 annoying. Yeah, very annoying. Top of the list because it's so unnecessary.
What goes through your head when you hear those kinds of things?
The driver probably didn't get enough attention as a child.
And it's not just happening in Matthews. You'll hear it just about everywhere. And Savina Dunn says at all times.
Very annoying, very disruptive, especially late at night when you're trying to get some sleep.
Matthews police officer Tim Aycock gets the frustration.
Do you get a lot of complaints about that from citizens?
We do get a lot of complaints for motorcycles, vehicles, trucks, and that type of thing because it's an annoyance.
How do you police this sort of thing?
It's tough. Obviously, a lot of our stuff is complaint driven, so we try to, catch up to those individuals as quickly as we can and safely as we can. So a lot of times it just takes us and knowing from the public and, receiving those tips. But if it's a moving vehicle, it's different unless the officer can really be right there on top of that situation. So that's why we try to educate the people that have these systems that, first of all, it's not legal.
The law in North Carolina is pretty simple. The statute covering noisy vehicles is just a few lines long. Your vehicle has to have a muffler or other exhaust system of the type installed at the time of manufacture. And it's unlawful to use a muffler cutout.
So if I buy my car off the lot,
Right.
It's obviously legal at that point, right?
Right.
So what are people doing to them after that that's making them non-compliant?
So they're taking it to demodification shops where they'll remove those pipes or catalytic converters or whatever maybe to make those sounds. And a lot of people want it to sound like a race car or some type of sports vehicle. And that's understandable for movies and television, but it's not legal or it's just not realistic.
You also hear that backfiring sound. Is that something that they can modify and make that sound too?
Yeah, something with the baffling within the catalytic converters and those types of things they can change, and then the muffler itself. So there's different things they can do throughout the exhaust system to make those modifications to make certain sounds that they're looking for.
If you get caught, you might just get off with a fix-it ticket. But if you're not careful, you can cross over into violations of local noise ordinances. Those fines can start at $100 and work up to $1,000.
How disruptive can that be, and why do you think it's important that this sort of thing is dealt with?
It's very important to have that addressed and to educate people so they hopefully don't do it to begin with. But we have to hold them accountable if they do.
Savina Dunn, like many, would just appreciate those revved up drivers thinking of others.
Where are you going? Why do you need your car to be so loud? Do you not care about your neighbors?